Now the boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this Blackburn Rovers career mode, where today we're going to be playing nothing but games. We're going to have some other stuff going on in the background, but let's talk about what's been going on in this season so far. Two massive transfer windows to kick off this season, and we've signed 4 very good players. In my opinion, we're looking to change the system a little bit this year, but we've got out there and signed ourselves a starting left back. Pickering still there. He's still in the conversation, but not as good. Balogun and Ivan Toney. Now, we have set something with Ivan Toney, and that is that he's going to score 15 goals this season. If he doesn't do that, he is gone. Balogun, there's no limit to him. He's 24. Hopefully, he can get his career really kicking on here at Blackburn Rovers. We kind of did that with Reece Nelson, who got sold in the most recent transfer window, and I'm hoping maybe we can do the same with Balogun. We brought in Jordan Henderson, of course, some experience in the centre of the pack, and we are going to reveal the vote. The vote has been done, and this man is going to be our captain. I left it to you guys on the channel, and it was a clear winner. Reggie Cannon's going to be the backup captain. He's going to be the vice captain, and then most likely we'll take the captain's armband next season if Jordan Henderson is done, or, you know, he's getting down a little bit in overall. But for now, Jordan Henderson will be our captain, Reggie Cannon, vice captain. We also signed Ladislav. I'm not sure where he'll play yet. He's been playing as centre-back at the moment, and I'm thinking of converting him there because he's 6'3", and he's pretty beastly, which does mean in the window we maybe need to sign a new centre-mid, but who knows? We'll figure that out as we go on. Now, before we get into the rest of this episode, boys, I appreciate the support so far on this season and on the entire series. I also appreciate the feedback on us taking longer with this series. These are more fleshed out, more live-style videos, and you guys seem to like it, so thank you very much for your support. If you're not subscribed, then make sure to smash that subscribe button. Go and hit the like button. Let's go and play some games. First game of the episode is going to be against Aston Villa, and we're going to go 4-4-2. We're going to match them up. Screw it. We're going to match them up. We're going to go for it just like they are. Let's see how we get on. It's a very strong starting 11. Ivan Toney and Callum Grant up top in this one. This is a strong starting 11 for us. Hopefully, we can bring on some of the youngsters off the bench. We've started the season on fire. We're in the top 4. I mean, we're only 4 games in, but we've had a really good start to the season. Yet to taste defeat. Will that happen in this episode? Maybe, because we've got some massive games after this one. Pretty positive. There's a cup game, and then we take on Chelsea. So, it's not going to get any easier, is it? If you could get victories against sides like Aston Villa, that is super important. Ivan Toney. I wonder if we just say goal contributions, because if that is a good ball into Callum Grant, it is Callum Grant. Maybe should have gone with a chip. A little bit of a heavy touch. Maybe should be 1-0. A little bit frustrating. Have we got any better at the corners? There has been a new patch. Probably not, but we're going to win the header just beyond the post. Callum Grant, though, starting off on fire. Hopefully, he can keep that up. I would just need the same goal return this season, even though we've got more strikers. I need the same goal return from Callum Grant this year as we got last year. Cowell. It's beautiful. Does Cowell have anyone in the box? No, not really. Cowell will cut inside. He's got the pace. He doesn't have a skill move, so I need to probably not do the fake shot with Cowell. Ball into Coutinho here. Oh, that's a great ball back across to Malinowski. He's made a mistake again. He's going to fall kindly, but of course, Turner is there. Remember, he was in the conversation for captain as well. No one chose him, though, but he was in the conversation for captain as well. No one decided to choose him. Is this going to work out well for me? Go on then, Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney. Ivan, we've had a conversation, mate. We've sat down, we've talked about it. It's okay. You can score goals here, and you will be applauded by the Blackburn fans. Don't put it beyond the post. Oh, can't believe it. Only again looking for that ball over the top. This time, that's sweet and beautiful. Callum Grant. Oh, my God, we've hit the woodwork. Can we not find the back of the net? This could be 2 or 3, and instead, it is not. Is that really that amount of space for Amad Diallo? And then I'm going to just off that one over to Cowell. Cowell with a shot. Oh, maybe could have been 1-0, but still not. We are peppering the goal, though. Surely, at some point, something's got to give. We're going to go short. Why not? It works sometimes. Jordan Henderson whipping it in. It's not a bad ball in. Oh, my God. Was that Ladislav? He has got some height on him, that lad. Now, can we work anything out of this corner? We have kept the football, and we're trying to find a bit of space. We found some now with Sarr. Sarr whips it across. His good ball. Callum Grant. Beautiful stuff. 1-0 Blackburn Rovers. Fantastic crossing from Sarr. Some people out there actually didn't think Callum Grant could do a job this season, but he might be proving a few of you wrong right now. Beautiful header, and that's his first goal in 4 matches. So maybe some of you were right as well, but he's got the same amount of goals as Ivan Toney in 2 more games. Pretty good first half. If we can continue this in the second, that's a good ball in. Callum Grant is in there. He's not going to win the header. There's a little bit behind him. Oh, but we're going to get injured there. Malinowski knocks it on to Hernandez. Reggie Cannon. Nayley was the captain. Great ball in. Callum Grant makes it 2. Who needs Ivan Toney? We need Ivan Toney. That's why we spent all that money on him. But Callum Grant lit a fire under him by signing Ivan Toney, and he's bagged himself a brace. He's on for a hat-trick, and I'm already contemplating bringing Ivan Toney off and bringing on Balogun. It was an assist from Ivan Toney, though. Maybe we go goal contributions. Let me know. I think goal contributions could be fair to judge him off all goal contributions. If this is how he's going to play in the 4-4-2, he's playing a little bit further back, knocking the ball about a bit more, holding it up. Maybe we do count the goal contributions. Rico Lewis waits, wanted that ball to Ahmad, reverse ball in. Callum Grant, oh, he just couldn't get to it for his hat-trick. Aston Villa can break away after that opportunity and fire off a shot. I'm literally in the belief that Cucho Hernandez blocked that ball there. I genuinely think that's what happened from the Villa player. Scott, back across. Not a bad ball. Rico Lewis waits. It's a good ball in to Callum Grant. Oh, my God. The hat-trick just isn't to be. We've made a whole host of substitutions now at this point, but how? How does he not have a hat-trick? He should be walking away with the ball. Alanowski inside. Oh, it's no clean sheet for Turner. The poor man never gets a clean sheet because we go for the game the entire 90 minutes. And it's Cucho Hernandez with a goal. It's a good one, near post. Maybe Turner should have saved it, but Callum Grant should have scored a second ago. I'm still reeling from that. Consolations don't matter, though. It's a 2-1 victory. We'll take it. 3 points again for Blackburn Rovers. Aston Villa were all right, to be fair, but this team, man, this squad this season just feels very good. And if Callum Grant's going to perform like that, well, defences are in trouble. Got a transfer offer for Knight now, and I kind of heard you. I heard you in the comment section. You think maybe it's his time, so I'm going to accept it. We're paying him a fairly decent wage. We're going to let Knight go. We're probably going to bring in a centre mid in the window. It's Mecha, though, is joining the first team back after his injury. Good news for us. Let's see what we got. We got Burton. I feel like I should be able to sim that and play the Chelsea game. I played a bit of a rotation, and we have got away with it. Balogun scoring the winning goal in the 70th minute. We do progress in the cup. Chelsea up next, then. And they have 4 points this season, and they play 3 at the back, so screw it. We're going to go for it. I was tempted to give Balogun the start after scoring in the last match, but he's tired, so we're going to do Toney and Grant again. It's going to be Cowell, of course, because we need our strongest starting 11 for this one. Now, Sar's tired, so Ladislav's going to play there, and we'll go with the usual 2 centre-backs. Jordan Henderson, of course, the captain. Rico Lewis getting the game. I want to give him as much game time as possible this season. And let's just see what kind of performance we can put on here at Stamford Bridge. Again, remember, 4 points this season for Chelsea. Don't know what's going on there. They've spent a lot of money. They've got Gonzalo Ramos up top now, and I'm pretty sure they've got a big man on the bench up top. I think it's Raspadori. I can't remember if it was Chelsea who signed him, but I think Chelsea have Raspadori on the bench. But there he is, captain Jordan Henderson, leading the team out. Base out wide now, surely, for Cowell. Pull that one back. I'm not going to be silly. We're going to find ourselves in these positions, I reckon, a lot of this match. We're just going to have to do the best we can at the time. Callum Grant is going to have to find Ivan Toney with a lot of the passes as well. This back line for Chelsea is definitely its strength. I don't know how they only have 4 points this season. Maybe they're just all draws and Gonzalo Ramos just, I don't know, hasn't kicked on yet this season. Struggling to fit into the Chelsea system, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to find excuses for why Chelsea have been so bad. Of course, Levi Colwell, ex-Chelsea boy. Oh, wow. Maybe it's not goals. Maybe they aren't struggling at scoring goals because Reece James has just scored a screamer. I have to be honest, I weren't really expecting anything from this game, but I do feel like I forced him down the line very well, and he went straight the other side of the net. I mean, 1 goal in 6 matches, obviously, for the right wing back, but he had to score one against us, didn't he? Is there a way back? Of course there's a way back, Yorkie, but who knows? This is going to be a difficult test now because they could just sit on it, and I've given them a lead so early on in the game. Ivan Toney in behind to Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo does have Callum Grant. Should have played it to him. Definitely should have. We know Lafont in net is very good. Amad Diallo went for glory. Jury's still out on him, but I kind of get why he did go for glory in that situation. Most players would go on Ladislav. He is tall, but not tall enough. I do get why most players would go for glory in that situation, so I'm not going to be too harsh on him. Henderson. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Callum Grant. Oh, it's saved by Lafont. Tight angle. No one really waiting in the box. Well, this is a nice ball in behind to Ziyech. Well in, Cowell. Against your old club as well. That is rancid. I cannot believe this, ref. Go on, red. Maybe a red? Don't just tell him off. Please don't. We'll take a yellow. Should be more. Gonzalo Ramos, though. No need, mate. No need. Cowell could have been seriously injured there. Can't do with his injury because it would be the 19-year-old Billy Bennett who were kind of only just fading into the starting 11. It would have had to take over. Callum Grant. It's poor. Very poor. Ziyech now. He's going to look to try and get this one across. Colwell did pretty well, in my opinion. That's a good ball, though. That's a good ball. That's a poor shot. We got away with that one a little bit, didn't we? That was a terrible shot. Reggie Cannon has got a yellow card for getting a bit of revenge, and then that's a terrible pass away from Rico Lewis, who I've trusted today. Oh, he's got to be off. Thank the Lord he's off. Jordan Henderson just lost the ball to Captain America. Absolutely not having that. Captain America is obviously Reggie Cannon in real life. Everyone needs to remember that. This is a good ball over to the danger man, Reece James, and Chelsea really starting to get a foothold in this game now. Hakim Ziyech, don't like it, up against Colwell's, turns him. Great save, Turner. We have to focus, 100%. That's a good header away. Can I get to it? Centellas can. Do I have any options? Do I have Callum Grant? I do have Callum Grant. Centellas play a beautiful ball. Oh my God, what pass that is from Centellas? This would be just before half-time. Callum Grant, you beautiful human being. What a pass from Centellas. And just before the half-time whistle, we are going to level things up. And finally, I score against Chelsea. Going into the second half, I would take a point all day long. Bite your hand off. So we'll see what happens here, but do I play a little bit more reserved? Do I go back to the old formation where we do play more reserved? I don't know, but at this moment right now, Mad Diallo is charging forward and he's about to loft it into Callum Grant. How did that not find the back of the net? Callum, how are you so bad at heading the football? It was straight at Lafont, but then he couldn't get the second ball. He ran straight into the back of the net instead. I'm here contemplating whether... Wow, James, that was horrendous. I'm here contemplating whether we should change the formation or not and be more defensive. I don't think so. I think they're there for the taking. Powell into Tony. Tony then in behind to Callum Grant. This is the position he's most stronger in. Oh my God, how has he put it wide? I think Ivan Toney spent a little bit too much time with Callum Grant because Callum Grant was not doing that a game ago. And Ivan Toney was. And now Callum Grant is doing that. Great pass from Tony into Callum Grant. That should have been 2-1. Hattrick inside to Gonzalo Ramos. He's had some howlers. That one was a little bit closer. Callum Grant was getting a bit tired. And if you need someone to save the day, it is the, 18-year-old Jens Dahl. Honestly, that's what we do here at the club. We give those young players these big moment opportunities. So, let's see what Jens Dahl does then. Oh, finds Jens Dahl. This is the moment, Jens Dahl. Oh, my God, that were awful. Guess at least we force a goalkeeper into a save. We're bringing on Reece Nelson. Doesn't really play for the club anymore, but bringing him on. Who cares? Let's see what happens. That is a deep ball. That's a very deep ball. That sounded wrong, but that was a deep ball. And what's making it very difficult here is I've got... No, that was bad. Colwell had no one to pass to, and now we're going to set them free. We just need to fend them off just a little bit, and we'll be okay. Give me the point, ref. Just give me the point. Blow up now. Who cares if you blow up early? Didn't that happen in a World Cup game? Just do it. Do it. Why not? Oh, baby, don't do it. Do not do it. Oh, what is that pass, Jens Dahl? Wanted it to Jordan Henderson. Oh, that's a dangerous move from Chelsea. There's nobody near. Pulisic is gonna... Can't believe it. Nobody near him. Defense pulled apart. Captain America. Oh, it's 2-1 Chelsea, and they're going to have another 3 points on the board. This is going to be our first defeat of the season by the looks of it. The team that beat us in the Carabao Cup final as well. I mean, we put up a much bigger fight in this game than we did in that Carabao Cup final. Callum Grant definitely, definitely, though, should have scored a goal that would have actually won us the game. Is that a good ball behind? Come on, Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney! Oh my God, Lafont, man, honestly. This is why we had him at Tottenham. Lafont is unbelievable. That should have been potentially an Ivan Toney goal, 2-2, but Chelsea take the victory. With our first defeat to Chelsea this season, then it is going to see us drop down to 6th place. But I think we could pat ourselves on the back. I think this is a major achievement, lads. When you look at it, 6 games in, the fact that we're already 6th, we were in a relegation scrap. And as soon as Ivan Toney decides that he can score goals on the regular and Callum Grant doesn't miss clean, clear-cut opportunities, that's going to change. We could even be a top 4 side this season. I just want some form of European football in order to kick on. But maybe, just maybe, we need to spend a little bit bigger in January. Got 58 million. Do I splash it all on one play? I don't know. We haven't really done that so far in this save. James Knight is leaving the club. He's off to Getafe. Good luck, James. I hope you have a great time, mate. We finally have our first scout report back from America. Let's see if anybody in this scout report is going to be worthwhile. Sometimes in the first one, you get a big guy. You get someone who's going to be stacked, and we might have someone here like Charles Adams. He could be pretty decent. I'm going to take a look at him in a second, but he's going to be the only one there, though, that I'm going to pick up. Let's go in the youth academy, and let's see. Charles Adams, left back, could be the shout. He's got pace. He's got defending. He's got physical. He's too short to play at centre-back, so actually, he is going to be a left-back, and he's left-footed. This is a big win for us. We do need someone at left-back, a future left-back. Sanderson's in there at the minute. He could be the guy, but it doesn't look like he's going to be the guy right now. Just a quick update on the youth centre. Reggie Day, in my opinion, he's pretty close to being called up at 1769 rated. I want to just get him up a little bit more, maybe get him to 17, then we'll probably call him up at some point this season. He must have a thing right now. We're going up against teams that have only 4 points, because Newcastle are in that position. They've got a pretty strong starting 11, but they only have 4 points. Metro's back for the first time in this one. We're going to play the highlights. Let's see if we can get a result. And although we are taking this career mode at a slower pace, I don't want to take it too slow. We're still going to be simming some games. We're still going to be playing some highlights. We're still going to do that. We're not just going to play every single match, as you saw in that cup game against Burton. This Newcastle game, I don't know. We might be somewhat comfortable. So I'm going to kind of slide that one in there to Callum Grant. He's going to play it to Colwell. And then Colwell was actually waiting for a different run, but he might get that over to Callum Grant. Imagine. They've got Fabinho. Okay. Fabinho's a bit of an experienced player. Metcha, get that. He can't win headers, can he, Metcha? That was a poor first attack from us, and it's going to lead to a ridiculous counter-attack that Reggie Cannon does great in. Reggie Cannon, no, don't do this. Okay, so free kick. He's going to score this, isn't he? He's going to score this. I'm going to put someone on the post. Jump. Oh, we did jump in time. Head it. Oh, that is how you stop all those free kicks going in. Oh, my God, if Cho had scored that. We've got Newcastle United solo run, and they've got pace. We've got pace as well, but we don't have Pepe pace. Pepe pace. What a save, Turner. It's time for a cheeky Blackburn Rovers corner. Let's see what we could do from this. I'm going to bring the second man. It's going to be Amad Diallo up against Spence. Still really like Spence. And Mad Diallo is going to whip in a worldy ball to the back post. No one's going to be there to head it, although we will get the second ball down. Reggie Cannon! Oh, imagine that went in. It's going to be a crossing opportunity straight off the bat then for Newcastle after that free kick, and that is frustrating. You can still see the line from where the free kick was taken. Bowen. Oh, I think we've cut this one out. Joe Linton nearly got blocked into a bad position. But in the 88th minute, it is a solo Blackburn run. Callum Grant is beautifully playing the ball into Felix Metcha, and we are going to beat Newcastle, boys. Felix Metcha makes it 1-0 Blackburn on his return from injury. Great passing from Callum Grant. We're going to come away with 3 points against Newcastle. 0 complaints from me with that one. What a result that is. I mean, Newcastle did have the majority of the chances as well. But Callum Grant being very clever playing in Felix Metcha there. Perfect link up between the two. They've had that link up in the past. They've formed a pretty good relationship. We get 3 points. It was a somewhat rotated side to take on Everton, but still a side I felt was strong enough. Yes, they do have Belotti, but I didn't expect them to score 4 goals past me. They only had 2 points this season. Big news for us is Billy Bennett gets his first goal for Blackburn, and Ivan Toney scores another, but that is the only good news in this one. He conceded 4, and they missed a penalty. That is frustrating. Can we turn it around against top of the table Arsenal? Most likely not. They've got Rashford up top, and they're playing very well this season. I'm going to stick with that link up between Grant and Metcha. Apart from that, it is pretty much what you'd expect from our starting 11. Let's see if we can get a result. I've stuck with the 4-2-3-1. I think it makes sense against a side like Arsenal. I don't want to be left too wide open, right? You know, if we'd have gone with a 4-2-2, I think we'd have been left wide open. I meant 4-4-2, guys. You know that. Don't beat me up in the comments. You already know that. Let's see if we can stun Arsenal. We've had some pretty amazing results so far this season. Let's see if we can have another. Led to Amad Diallo. That's landed nicely to Metcha. What a save from Ramsdale. It kind of slipped off his fingers. There must be a bit of butter on those gloves, but I think it's Metcha trying to cause an issue early. This is a good free kick position. And Yorkie, have not scored a good free kick in a little while. They're going to lay someone down. I don't care, because I think this is going top bins. I genuinely do. Let's see if I can find the back of the net with Cap. Oh, that's so annoying. Do get a corner out of it, though, so it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world, but I feel like we should have done a bit better. Let's swap that out to Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson whipping one in back post. Can't get onto it. We've been trying them, and they've not really worked. Mad wins that back. He's found Metcha. Metcha waited. I think that might be a beautiful ball. Callum Grant. Oh, my God. Great Ramsdale. That was very clever. Odegaard's pretty good at passing the football, and Barco now has pace. That's a good ball in behind, but nothing that is going to trouble Turner. So far, I feel like we're keeping up the pace with Arsenal, which is a surprise. I weren't expecting that to happen, but it does feel like at this stage, we're at least keeping up pace. Jordan Henderson inside to Callum Grant. Oh, that's beautiful from Callum Grant. Cowell! Oh, my God, it's just beyond the post. We do lack a little bit, don't we? Just those clinical finishers, and especially out wide on the wings, because Amad Diallo isn't known for his goals, his footwork and his trickery, pretty much, but Cowell known for his pace. That should have been first time shot, smash in the back of the net. Marcus Rashford must be stopped at all costs. Don't let him get on the football. Marquinhos will have improved a lot. I think he was recommended at some point, maybe in the early seasons. And he... Oh, Odegaard, you are filthy. He is a beast. But I felt like it wouldn't have been a realistic transfer as Marcus Rashford, the man I said, don't let him get the football in the box. He's going to make it 1-0, isn't he? This was always going to be a tough one to win. Just had to give it a really good try, didn't we? See how far off of a top 4 side we were, and we're learning a lesson. Chelsea beat us, and they weren't even a top 4 side. Arsenal now are beating us pretty comfortably, if we're being honest. We had that one really good opportunity with Cowell, but that has been it. Henderson into Amad Diallo. Good footwork from Amad. Still got the football as well as Amad. He plays some unbelievable football, but I don't feel like we played to his strengths. Cowell might have found Amad there. Poor in the end. Cado Pereira into Rashford. Rashford out to Marquinhos. Got to defend well. Ladislav, you are beautiful. Oh, Rashford's played a stunning ball into Barco. Oh, what a tackle, Ladislav. That was beautiful. Now I'm going to make some substitutions. I'm going to bring on Balogun against his old club because that sometimes works. I'm also going to bring on Eskel Rudd. I want to keep Diallo on because he's played well, but I haven't been overly impressed with Cowell, so we're going to bring him off. Let's see if the youngster Billy Bennett can have a massive moment against Arsenal. If we could create another chance, I would put money on that not being the case. It's going to be near impossible right now. They are all over me this second half. We've not done anything the second half. Marquinhos, well block picker in. Ladislav's been very good at the back until he makes that mistake. And Turner, get to it. Odegaard. Oh, that is pain. Oh, Turner saved it. He's so unlucky. Like, Turner is so unlucky. Oh, it's Rashford with a brace. It's Arsenal 2-0. We are going to be defeated by top of the league. What a surprise. Just have to move on from that now and just forget that result ever happened. You're going to have them against the big teams. This is what happens in the Premier League. We could just move on. We've got an opportunity to progress in the cup. People are playing against Manchester City. I'm actually going to send out another scout. I think we're going to do that. I've been thinking about where to send the scout, and I actually want to do Wales. Who knows, you know? Let's go and try and find the next Gareth Bale. We're going to go 6 months, and we're going to be technically gifted. I want some technically gifted players in this team. You could argue that before Bale was technically gifted, he had a metric ton of pace, but I think technically gifted is what we want to search for. And I think we want to play 4-4-2 against West Brom to try and progress in the cup. And in this cup game, we're going to start Tony with Jens Dahl up top. I need to give him game time. We've played a lot of the academy boys, to be fair. Bennett starts, Rudd starts, Andreasen starts. Giving these guys opportunities, they need it. West Brom are a side we know all too well from the championship, but this should be a winnable game, definitely. And I think this actually puts us into the semi-final or the quarter-final. I don't know which one it is. It's round 4, so I think round 5 is quarterfinals, so this should put us into the quarterfinals. Or is that the FA Cup? I don't know. Look, it'll be the quarterfinals. I know that much. We win this game, we're in the quarterfinals, and this is a side we should be beating. 4-4-2 again. I told you we're going to play it a lot more this season, and that's exactly what you're getting out of me, is us playing the 4-4-2 a lot more. It's got to be the ball into Jens Dahl. It was a good ball, and Jens Dahl's footwork actually saving him. And then he's ball to Ivan Toney, stunning. Toney, your reaction time is ridiculous. Oh, DK's played a beautiful ball in behind, and we're going to be 1-0 down. What is going on? We're falling apart. We started the season so well. What are we doing? I don't quite understand how we're this bad after a couple of games. We even started the episode really brightly. I mean, there's loads of time on the clock. I'm pretty sure we can come back. We played a rotated side, but I still imagine we've got higher overall players than what they have. Go on then. That's a good ball over to Eskel Rudd Nayley. Ivan Toney just isn't really bringing the sauce right now, is he? I'm hoping that's going to change. Go on then, Andreasen. That's a beautiful ball in from Jens Dahl. His compatriot, I think. It's his compatriot. Andreasen across. Ivan Toney. Toney. Oh my God, he still took a wonky touch. But Andreassen's ball to Ivan Toney will make it 1-1, and he's trying to shush the haters. That was a very good pass from Andreassen, though. Getting a few starts now is Andreassen, and he's looking pretty tasty. It's all about Eskil Rudd, wasn't it, in the early season? But Eskil Rudd has progressed, but not massively. Andreassen, in just a space of a couple of seasons, looks like he could be a very good player. He stopped me actually signing a right midfielder because Andreassen was the man you guys wanted me to give him a chance. And that is another great ball in behind. Well saved, Turner. The passing in behind right now from them, it's ridiculous. It's unfair. Ivan Toney's played in Jens Dahl. And I know Jens Dahl's got the pace to beat everyone here in this back line. Jens Dahl, what can he do, Jens Dahl? Oh, God's sakes, beyond the post. I don't care if you're 17, Jens Dahl, that's got to be 2-1. There's been a few of them in this match. There has been a few. That is poor marking, isn't it? Callum Britton. I think right back, we was going to test it, weren't we? We were going to see how this season goes and whether we bring in a right... That's sexy. That was sexy. Go on, Billy Bennett. Score your first goal in a game I'm playing. Or not. You don't have to. I mean, I'm not telling you what you have to do. Ivan Toney needs to play a better ball across, but how we are not 2-1 up is a shock. It should be 3-1. I have no idea how we're starting this second half. Level pegging. I don't, with the chances we've had, but we are. So let's hopefully turn that around in this half, and then we can all go for a pint together. Sar then. Slotting that one in behind. Ivan, lob it. Oh, it's nice. Oh, he's found the back of the net. He chipped someone. Oh, my God. I will take that. Ivan Toney with the chip goal. What a ball from Sar. It ran a little bit quicker than I expected, but that's actually a really good finish from Toney. Finally, Ivan Toney showing us why we paid the big money for him. I think he might be our record signing. No, Mad Diallo's still our record signing. Not really spent over, what was it, like 32 million, I think, for Mad Diallo? Something like that. We've not come close to spending over that, to be fair, in the recent transfer windows. We've just been trying to bulk out the squad to be able to compete across a few competitions, because I still want to win a cup. And I know it's not going to be the Premier League anytime soon, so winning one of these trophies would be nice. We're going to make a sub. I'm going to bring off Billy Bennett. Actually had a very good game, and I'm going to bring on a Mad Diallo on the left. I've never really played him on the left, and they actually suggested it, so I'm going to give him a try. See how he gets on. Is this? This is the moment. This is the moment, Jens Dahl. No, that was a poor touch, but he's recovered. Jens Dahl, you're going to be clean on goal again. Go on, Jens Dahl. Don't be silly. Smart. I'm smart. Look, Jens Dahl did a terrible job of scoring last time. I wasn't going to deal with that again. So this time round, Jens Dahl sweated it across to Ivan Toney for a brace. He got absolutely clattered by the keeper as well, didn't he? Does anybody think that Eskil Rudd looks like Chesnoid as well? Just asking. Just asking. Mad Diallo's done beautifully here. Mad Diallo whipped across Jens Dahl. Oh my God, that is stunning. That's more like it from Ahmad. And finally, Jens Dahl hit in the back of the net. What a great performance he's had in this one. All is forgiven now, Jens. All is forgiven for that terrible miss earlier in the game. And just like that, it's a 4-1 victory. Look, we went a goal down. We're fighters. We always come back. Did Ivan Toney get a hat-trick? When did Ivan Toney get a hat-trick? Have I just read this game completely wrong? Did he score the first goal? I don't remember that. Ivan Toney hat-trick, guys. Did anybody else realise that Ivan Toney had come good and scored a hat-trick? Because I didn't see that. But Ivan Toney got a hat-trick. And, yeah, here we go. I think he's found his match sharpness. He looked fantastic in that game. We still had some big misses, but I guess when you've got the quality of player that we've got, like, you're going to have those big misses. Now, let's see who we've got in the next round. I also want to just fully clarify that it's the quarterfinals. We do have the position change for Adams as well. Let's see if he changes at left back. 64. Let's go, Adams. He's only 15 as well. That is a very good sign. I would like to improve. I mean, I do like passing on the left back, but I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go attacking right now. Yeah, I'd like to improve his passing. His work rate's medium, so I want his attacking work rate to be high. I also want his defensive work rate to be high, so we might actually work on the defensive side of the game for him first. We've got another report back from the US of A. Let's see if there is anybody else here worth signing. I'm hoping to get at least a few players from America that can go into the youth academy, but so far, just the one. I was right. It's quarterfinals next. These are the teams that are left in it. We're going to be taking on Wolves. That's a winnable game. And the two biggest sides left in it are Arsenal and Liverpool. Worrying because Arsenal absolutely handed me in that last game that we played against them. So that's a little bit worrying. And we take on Man City, actually, at the start of the next episode. So that's going to be a very tough game as well. But that's going to be it for this one. What can we take from it? Ivan Toney might actually be starting to come good. And this squad's pretty decent. We can fight on a few fronts. We are now down to 9th in the Premier League. I think we'll continue to improve. I hope you're all staying safe. Again, if you're new around here, please smash that subscribe button and hit the like button if you enjoy the video. It just helps us get seen by more and more people. You guys are beautiful. We've nearly hit 7K. Thank you very much. And I will see you for the next episode.